was actually one of the first task forces set up, because along with strategy and communication, it was felt that leadership obviously is the foundation or the linchpin in pulling off any number of other domains or work in an organization. So there was a committee of a number of folks, chaired by Mac. Jim was on it along with other folks, and had very good and robust discussions. I think this committee, like the other committees, were able to identify all the good stuff, as you said, going on in the field. We weren't having discussions that were starting at the baseline in this domain or any other domain. And as staff to this, and having been someone who worked in child welfare in a couple other states, I was and remain impressed with the skill out there, with the experience in the field. And I think, as with all the domains, what we're trying to do is capture that which we do well and learn from that which may not have gone well. We're not making this up out of whole cloth at this point. We are, as a field, saying we're now positioned to go to the next level in our work individually and collectively, and we can only do that by understanding what we do extraordinarily well, and in fact inviting everyone to do it as well as the best in the field are doing it right now. And I think we found that not only in this domain discussion, but all of them.
What was of interest in the leadership area for me was that over the decades that I've worked in child welfare, I have seen such turnover around the country in such short tenures. And so many of the people who've had these jobs are completely unmemorable. Nobody remembers them for anything they've done well after they've left. Often it's because they lack a clear, powerful vision, one. Secondly, they ignore and disparage the past of the organization, and thereby make themselves the spokesperson for all of the commitment of those people having been meaningless. And therefore, not only is it not good leadership, but it's subversive, and subversive to their own ends as well. Because people then say, well, if you've disparaged all that went before, you're going to be gone in a little while. Why should we put any energy into something that won't have any legs to it?
Yeah, for me, it was really a great time, because I was just coming in as director in Illinois when we started this project. And so I was very interested in the project and the notion of having leadership and having all this different guidance as a new director. And so when we sat down and really began to have those committee meetings, the discussions in and of themselves were so rich that I found myself using the information that I gained from being a part of working on this leadership domain in my day-to-day work. And I started to look forward to those meetings. And actually, I interjected questions and different comments into the meeting to solicit more stuff that I needed on a daily basis. We don't think about those things as leaders. We're involved in the day-to-day grind, but having that opportunity to sit down and hear that discussion. And I think that the domain will capture that when they go and look at